All right, one final trip home. 25 billion in the hold. You know, we talk about how much is too much to take and everything. Well, this is a jump freighter. It's a different story. So it just works differently. Okay, so let's see who these guys are. All right, I'm familiar with them. Gonna head this stuff back home. Go. He's gonna jump to him. Oh, jump is too far. Oh yeah, I made a mistake. Okay, so I lit the wrong one. Yeah, okay. Let's light the right one. This one will be the right one. Right. It's okay. We're fine. Yeah, it's funny. I lit the wrong one. That happens. Right. This one is the right one. All right. Go. Going to the right one now. Okay. Gonna dock. The guy over there is gonna set destination. That. Okay. Then we're gonna undock here. This guy will set his destination and autopilot and we're almost able to jump again. There we go. Jumped 40 jumps once and your Fenrir and forgot your cargo. I have done that before. I have gone Jita to Amar and realized that I forgot my cargo. Yep, and then it's a contract. And so since it has to be done in a certain amount of time, you have to go back. You can't be like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. Been there, done that. Okay, minute 20. Get this guy. This guy will be the one to light up all the way down here. It's not going to take very long to get here. This is great. This is really great. So we're literally going to be at like 6 minutes one way. So we got to wait 45 seconds for that to burn off. Do you always use bulkheads in your Fenrir, or can I use inertial stabilizers when empty? You shouldn't be flying a Fenrir. You should be flying an obelisk, and you should always be bricked. Anything else makes you a bigger target for the gankers. Right, we are ready to light. And then ready to jump. Right.
Docking request.
And there we go.
Welcome to
We've
the Dragons.
made it.
Mr. Space Whale just followed.
Like 5 minutes. Yeah, the obelisk is tankier, so the gankers have to commit more resources to kill you. And they'll kill you full or empty. But the more cargo you have, the more of a target you are, and the easier it is to kill you, the more of a target you are. So, excuse me just a moment. Right, they didn't really want to talk to me. It's the wrong number, probably. So, so there we go. We made it. We made it here, and that was a nice fast trip. Having everything lined up. So, the 30-minute cooldown, which is actually like a 20-minute cooldown. So I can plan on making the trip pretty quickly. Just go bam, 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 as fast as I can. Don't wait at the timer each time. Just know that I'm gonna have to sit at the end spot for 20 minutes if I'm planning on going back. So perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, let's sort some stuff. And let's see, sort by type. Okay, guess it's already sorted by type. And we got some blueprints here. And then we've got manufacturing. Hearing a weird noise from one of them. Oh, I see where it's coming from. Someone else used my Sino. Thank you, by the way, for the cover, guys who are covering. I appreciate it. All right, this is all manufacturing. Implants. Fuel. And then lots more manufacturing. Look at that, 18 billion worth of almost all salvage. Isn't that sweet looking? 18 billion worth of salvage? Think of all the rigs I can build. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. And these are all PI. And the PI stuff, I don't have my PI box with me, so they're just all going in here. And then I shall refit so that I'm tanked. Oh, do I need to? No, I got another freighter for hauling stuff around. So, take these out. By the way,
to the Dragons.
Snowy underscore Evie just followed.
Snowy, thank you for the follow. Mr. Space Whale, thank you for the follow. Oh, and Editus, did I say thank you for the sub? I don't know, but here's 30 gold to everybody here. In case I didn't reward y'all, thank you for that. I just now noticed it. So, all right, let's talk about jump freighter pits in just a second here.
Warp drive active. Docking request accepted. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
So for jump freighters, the fitting is very different than high-sec freighters, regular freighters. And so here you can see I have all Tech 2 stuff. I have Tech 2 stuff because I just haven't put the money into buying the other stuff. And so in all reality, these expanded cargo hold and everything, these really should be like the ore expanded cargo holds or whatnot. They'll get me just a little bit more space, and when you're using fuel, you know, my last trip I hauled, what was it 23 billion worth of stuff. And if you fly your jump freighter right, it doesn't matter what your fit is, it doesn't matter how much you're carrying, because if you do it right, you're safe. And so I should change these to ore. I'll get a little bit more space. These bulkheads, ore also makes a version of these. And then the inertial stabilizers, their Serpentis version, which I think is really good. And so basically, you bling it out. And you're already so expensive and everything that that it just doesn't matter. You would never do this for a freighter that you're running in high sec, ever. Because if you do like the ore, reinforced bulkheads, they get you, I don't know, 5% more EHP, something like that. It's not a whole lot for the cost, but all three of them together, you're going to be at an extra billion. And if you're only able to haul like $1.5 billion to $2 billion in high sec, because then you start getting too high in value, then you've used half of your cargo value with just that. And plus, when they scan you and see that, they go, oh, that could drop. And that's easy enough for them to pick up. They don't need a big freighter to pick it up or whatnot if it drops. It's nice and small and worth a lot. So it just makes you a bigger target. But in jump freighters, no problem. And in freighters, the Obelisk triple brick tanked is the only right way to do it for high sec. But for null, it doesn't matter what kind of jump freighter you're using. Use whatever you want. And one of the more common ones is the Rhea, and the Rhea is Caldari because it can have the most cargo space in it. So there you go. How long does it take for them to take down a jump freighter? Well, so if you look at this, I don't have implants in that are affecting this, I don't think. Let me look. Yeah, okay, so I do. These are bonus for more tank. So, this is 940,000 DHP. It depends on what they're attacking you with, because if they're hitting you with a Nyx, 2 volleys, and you're down. There's a video up about that right now, a nice short, where I got alphaed by a Nix, and they took me to less than 50% hull in this ship right here, this exact one. Yeah, they got me to less than 50% hull in one round with the fighters. So if they'd had another couple of seconds before I got docked, I'd have been dead. So, and so, yeah, so this is a good amount. You know, it's always good to have more armor via implants when you're freightering than what the gankers are anticipating, and the that way you have a chance of survivability if they didn't manage to calculate correctly. And because it is a calculation of how many ships do we have to throw at them and everything. And some of them will tell you that the money doesn't matter. I really think that that's a tactic for saying that I'm going to get you no matter what. But I think in reality that there's only a few gankers that the money doesn't matter, that the rest of them, that how much resources they're committing for the potential gain does matter, and it's an equation to them. And so they don't want to overcommit, because if they overcommit, they lose the number of ships. And if they didn't need that many, it, you know, they still lose them. So what would make sense to use jump freighter and high sec then? You don't use a jump freighter and high sec. No, you don't. Because you're, you know, you can get close to 700,000 DHP in an obelisk with implants. And this is 940,000 DHP. An obelisk is 2 billion empty. This right here is 9 billion empty. And so do you think that they'll commit a few more resources to get those extra billions? They will. So, you know, yeah. So that's how it is. Okay, so I'm happy with how things have come out with the freightering, and so think that we're gonna take a little bit of stuff here. All right, I love how much stuff you can fit in this. It's nice. All right, so I'm going to take and I'm going to turn off some of these other characters. Right. So here is eyes on the station there. All right.
Drive active.
This is an avalanche. Hecate undocking as I'm approaching. I'm using an insta-dock. He's slowing down. Alright, I think that he just redocked or jumped. Alright, so this is why I'm using an insta-dock. So I can land right here and just... Nomad implants with an avalanche? Yeah. But it's just because I jumped into the ship. I don't know that it really provides me a whole lot of extra EHP. I'll look. I don't think it does. So 548,000. So, all right. Halcyon R4 booster, what that's for in the drops? Actually, I don't know. Does anybody know? I mean, if you hovered, it should tell you once you've, claimed it. All right. So, let me see here. I'm gonna jump back.
Warp drive active.
This is, by the way, a kick-out station. Man, it takes forever to get to warp. So I'm gonna go grab some other PI characters now. Get them docked up, figure out where my PI box is, and give that to him. And then we're gonna do some corp changes. and I'll explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. I'll show y'all. Let's see.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Alright, I'm looking for my PI box.
Docking request accepted.
There it is. Okay. Do a trade with these two. Okay, so now I have 2.248 billion in there. Most of that, not all of it, most of it I've picked up from, you know, that I've created. Oh, those are apparently not PI. Yeah, okay. Well then, those probably go into manufacturing. Okay. Construction material.
Welcome to the Dragons.
All right.
Siku_Ock just followed.
Siku, thank you. Right. I'm gonna take this guy out. He's gonna be my protection for my other ship.
Warp drive active.
Love any chance to use my Hyperion. All right. You manage titanium and stain. It's kind of funny because you can't mine it, but you can kill rats for it. So you can kill the rats that are hauling stuff in the belts, and they have a whole bunch of it on them. So there's no shortage of titanium here, which was really like kind of the point of what they were doing. But you know, some of those changes way back when. But yeah, there's no shortage of it. That's for sure. Almost everybody here who kills rats has too much. So, like, I talked to my corp mates. If I said I needed, you know, 500 million trit or whatnot, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I got that sitting over there. If you're willing to haul it, and you can just have it for free because it's just been building up. It's really kind of wild." So, the people who do the ratting get it. So. Okay, there we go. We got a bunch more here. And so that feels good. Okay, now need to launch another character here. Do they reprocess? No, I mean, well, yeah, I reprocess stuff. Yeah, we mine here with guns. That's how I mine. I mine with guns, not with mining lasers. So, 100%. All right, so I've got a corp.
Connecting.
And I am this character here, and this character runs a corp. So I'm not going to show you too much of the details of how this is set up, but what I've done is I've created a corp and opened some corporate offices, and so that allows for me to have these corporate divisions and stuff, and have stuff like this here, where there are ships here for the Sino operations up here in Losec. And but then it's also allowed me to open up stuff in other areas. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this guy here, and I am going to find my character. Let's see, I'll do it here so you can see it. I find my character here in the list, and if I'm going to switch corporations, so right now I am in cultural enrichment and synergy of diversity, which is in Stain Neurodiverse Democracy. And so I'm going to exit there, but I'm not exiting the alliance. I'm just changing corp. But no matter what you're doing, if you're making a change like this, you can do it this way. So I right click on my name, and you go to quit corporation, and you go remove all roles and grantable roles. You do that. It says, do you really want to do that? Yes, I do. And what that's going to do is going to make it so whatever hangars and stuff I had access to in the current corp that I'm in, or other stuff like maybe even docking rights, I don't know. It's going to remove all those roles. I say yes. Typically, you do this in an NPC station. No, and am I? Oh, I'm in an NPC station, so no problem. Okay, and you can do it in a different station, but if you're switching to something that is not friendly with the territory you're in, well, maybe you should, while you're still friendly with everybody, get out of Dodge before making the change. And so then the next thing you do after the quit corporation is confirm quit corporation. The reason you remove the roles before is because if you remove yourself from the corporation, it takes 24 hours or whatever, something like that, to remove all the roles. But if you remove them intentionally beforehand, before you do this, and then you have to wait like 5 seconds, it's not very long, then you can leave the corp. And so now I have left, and so I'll be seen as neutral or whatever to others. And so now I take this character who's the CEO, and I'm going to look at the where I'm going to apply to, and I apply. I don't have to put anything in here because I'm expecting I'm going to be the one doing the acceptance. And then I go over here and I click invite to corp, and then I go back over here and it says I've been invited to corp. I have to accept. Okay, so now I've accepted. Now I'm in the other corp. The only other thing I have to do is manage the roles for these people who I've, any character that I've added, and save that stuff, and then I'll have access to things. So I now am in here. I don't know if I'll need to do a session change. We'll see. Let's see here. Corporation Hangar. Okay. Let's see what we see here. First Division.
Welcome
nothing.
to the Dragons.
Okay.
CB1
All right.
receptor just followed.
There we go. So we have, I'm able to access all of the stuff here and everything, and I'm already in. So if you are changing corporations to another corporation who has different standings, like, for who's friendly and who's not, then it may cause other problems. I happen to be moving from one corp to another within the same alliance, so all that stuff stays the same. But typically it doesn't, unless you're doing it like this internal move that I just did. So now that I've done this, then I can go into like 7th Division here, and I can take all of this stuff, all of this PI stuff. So 7th Division for my stuff is going to be PI. And so there we have it. It's all full of the PI stuff now. And then I can start working on stuff here. I can go out and gather my stuff. I can dump it in here. And all of the other characters that are in the same corporation no longer need to transfer that box back and forth with each other because they had to, share a box. Now they're all in here together. Oh, so Hobby Pin, you say you can collect the free SP during Tuesdays. You bought the weekend pack last Monday. Just reporting back from the testing you made. Excellent. So if you do it the day before, then you can collect. Perfect. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. All right, let's show one more thing with corporate stuff here. So here we go. Let's dock up with this guy. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make the change. Let's look in in the this is at the same station, in fact, and so I have no corporate hangar here. There's just none. And so, all right, I do the same thing here of I'm gonna quit corporation, remove all roles, grantable roles. And then I'm going to give it just a couple seconds. Can you not apply while it's still in the old corp? No. It makes you wait. It gives you like a 24-hour wait before that can be accepted in the new corp. And then confirm quit corporation. Okay. And then going to apply. Oops. Apply to join. Put anything in. Invite to corp. On that, accept. And now I'm in. And then I've got to provide the roles. Close this window and reopen it. Okay. I'm not showing this window intentionally. Right, save the changes. You saw an update happen there. Close these. Now, here is the corporate hangars. And voila, I can see in and access all of the PI. So that's what I'm doing for my solution for all of these characters that are doing PI. They're all going to be in the same corp, and then we use a division to manage that. So he's good to go. So all of them can just keep dumping stuff in there and then taking stuff back out. So there we have it. You also can put ships in here and different things. So, you know, I'll have to figure out what the divisions are. I'll actually name them. And so I'll name 7th Division like planetary industry. Probably because of the massive amount of stuff that I'm going to have here, I'm going to end up basing out of the NPC station. For a lot of things, for regular like ratting and stuff like that, or some other ships and stuff, I will keep them in the Alliance stations. But because of the sheer volumes of this stuff, like if the station was in trouble because there was war and everything, then because this is going to be such a massive amount of stuff, I may not be able to get it to safety, and if I have to asset safety it, it's cheap to. It's not very expensive to asset safety from in null NPC null from a station to a station within the same system that's NPC, but it is not desirable. And I wouldn't mind just using a normal method of having a ship sitting there that's ready to react if one of my ships gets messed with by any of the other guys that are in here who are not part of our group. Like either one of these, they want to mess with me, I'll mess right back. So it's going to put pressure on them. Maybe they'll move out, Maybe they won't. But I'm going to keep the pressure on them and maybe get some PvP action from that at the same time. So I'm actually looking forward to that. All right. So now let's see here. All right, if you're watching on video, we'll see you in the next episode.